Officials from the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, led by the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to Treasury, Dr. Ramadhan Gobi, appeared before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament to answer queries in the Auditor General's report for ended financial year 2022-2023. According to the Auditor General's report for the financial year ended June 30th, 2023, supplementary expenditure of 1.4 trillion shillings excited the Consolidated Fund without clear areas of expenditure.
To balloon the budget is to create this window where you will have the latitude to operate and fund things that would otherwise would not go through, and you bring them to Parliament as a post-mortem for post-mortem approval. And that is distorting the budget.
Whereas the Public Finance Management Act grants the Ministry of Finance powers to authorize 3% for supplementary expenditure without parliamentary approval, the PSST Ramadhan Gobi told that 3% under the Act caters for areas that are difficult to postpone or delay.
I wanted you to appreciate the nature of these activities under 3%. They can't wait. I have revenue, of course, I work with, which Parliament appropriated. And Katonga follows in. The people of Masaka cannot cross. And there is need for a supplementary.
Some MPs were enraged on the criteria for initiating the supplementary budget expenditure in question.
I know of a situation where Minister of Finance became the first person to initiate a supplementary as opposed to the user. I don't know whether you see that as a normal thing.
What informs you that the 3% is supposed to be got from this?
Trend by the Finance Minister to authorize the spending on activities initially rejected by Parliament during the appropriation. Using the legal provision of the 3%, for example, there is that allocation of Uganda shillings 271 billion.
The request must be initiated by the user vote. It goes without saying. Whether it's whatever the user vote should initiate
Ramadhan Gobi, however, took the MPs for a fishing expedition, urging them to differentiate their mandate of appropriation from budget allocation. Gobi was quick to remind the MPs that their mandate is limited to appropriation under the Budget Act.
Parliament took over the powers to budget in the process of appropriation. You come and move money from certain items that the executive deem critical, and you said, no, this one is not critical, you move the money elsewhere.
The report also indicates that the ministry had 10.8 trillion shillings in payables. The chair of the committee, Mwanga Chivumbi, said payables have a lot of discrepancies and the errors affect the credibility of their policy statement. I'm Navka Farida and Gloria Gwetabinji in Kampala.